Hello, how's everybody doing out there? Talking Shit Tuesday, that's right, Talking Shit Tuesday, the probably only car show on YouTube that's like this, where we talk car stuff nonstop, live, 3 times a week. We're going to do Talking Shit Tuesday, 8 p.m. We're going to do YDBT Daily on Thursdays, and Peasant Chat, 9:30 in the morning. It ends up at 11, and we get you as much content as we can. Today what we're going to talk about is the ZR1 saga. Has been very interesting. I didn't think that a blown motor would cause this much drama, this much hurt feelings, this much interest, I'll be honest with you. And I guess that's making lemonade out of lemons, because obviously I'm out of motor. I busted my back literally. Like, I have not been able to walk okay after working on this motor, because look, I'm just not built to be on the ground working on heavy stuff. Those days are over for me. But what I'm going to talk about today specifically is what the people have suggested, what the people are doing, is specifically in the comment section. A lot of you guys are casting blame on something that you guys have no idea. I finally yesterday found a smoking gun. I'm not going to talk about the today specifically. I'm going to wait for tomorrow, drop a video on that. Why? Because I want to get paid, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys what the options are going forward with this setup, but not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly says hello to the people here.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
It does suck. And Mr. Bill O'Reilly knows it sucks. Working on a Corvette on the ground sucks. But you know what doesn't suck is D&H Performance. D&H Performance. Get your parts at D&H Performance. Everything and anything. Wheels, tires, injectors, fuel systems, Amory cups. D&HPerformance.com. Caliber Transmission. CaliberTransmission.com. Finally finished up at Mustang Week. If you went, you're gay. They went, they're gay. But hey, they're gay guys that know about transmissions. Caliber Transmission. LMP, that's right. I'm still promoting LMP. You guys are weird. LMP has no fault in this. Late model performance, the best LSLT shop. If you want to get your Chevy shit done, check them out. PMAS, Nick James, and PMAS, the best cold air instincts on the planet. We're going to be doing probably a PMAS giveaway or a shirt giveaway. We'll see what I feel like. Partsfarm.com. Hit me up. He's like, I cannot believe an LS9 blew up, and that has been the general consensus. I said, brother, keep your eyes peeled in case you come across something. Partsfarm.com. MFP of Australia, I haven't heard shit, but I love them anyway. I'll always support them, even when people gang up on them and hold back $15,000. Interesting. 2 Auto Solutions. Rami Zaidan has been pivotal in the complete teardown process of the ZR1. He is my go-to guy in this whole shit. Rami Zaidan, 2 Auto Solutions, and Bellac Industries. I might, at the end of the day, if everything works out, I'll put a set of Bellacs on this bitch and let everyone know that I, potentially sell drugs. And of course, before we get to it too far, we go to Rich Print USA, richprintusa.com. You're going to go to the YDBT Collection. You're going to go buy my shirts. That's how you're going to support the kid. That's the best way to support the kid, is go to the YDBT. You got the Section 8 hoodie and t-shirt, Hush Money white shirt. High visibility Amory, YDBT and Dolo, green Amory, Amory in regular font, Amory in USA font, hoodies and shirts, both colors, everything all over the place. Look, there's just shit everywhere. And the fact is, I get a monthly nut from these guys, and I love it because it is a commission check. So shout out to them for being true to their word. Very rare that someone comes through, and they absolutely came through. Let's say hi to the people here. We'll talk a little shit about the ZR1 motor. We got Nick, Joe Swish, Wonder One Archer, Bilo Vest, Dixon, Monument 40, Ignacio Ramirez, Rican 50, Big Pops, Leon Phillips, Cody Jones, Valley 10 Speed. Get me logs, man. I see you uploading on Instagram nonstop, going to the car wash, going to McDonald's, going to Chick-fil-A. Bro, give me logs. Stop driving that fucking thing. Turbo 96, Cobra Stewart, D. Work Fox, Emily is here. Brendan Bell, Mr. Gearhead, More Pews, More Booze, Ken Phillips, Uriel Carrera, El Verga Larga, Alex Viejo, N90 Coyote, Kenne, TGT, 90, JD Swag, Minibad Madman, Rich 50, YouTube, Corporate and Free Speech, and Liberal Company. Phil Fez, what's up, Phil? I haven't seen logs from you either, unless someone else is handling your ticket. That sucks, because I like tuning his car. Seagal Performance, Reggie Black, George Figueroa, Reggie Black, 90 Coyote, Joey, TJ Sikorsky, Douche Shit, Mark Christensen, Rodney B, Robo Style, CJ, and Pito Chiquito, RC Connection, our 508 Josh, Michael, Slick Vic, South Detroit Entertainment, Matt Oliver, Holly Gonzalez, David, Gregory Mustang Dennis, El Verga Larga, Jordan Smith, Brandon, Clint Stroke, Wesley Stewart, 508 Josh, The Gap Father, HTF Grad, El Verga again, Ninja, Martin Baca, Bert, The Fish, Joe Swish, Hoosier, Eric, All Things, SVT Rod, Parker Performance. Love that you're here. Even though the business didn't work out, you're one of the good ones. We'll always support what you're gonna do. Nick, O3SVT, SK Jeff, Stitchy, Third Coast Coatings. Interesting. What do you mean Third Coast? Craig Walls, Mr. Winner, chicken dinner of the Yellow Bullet Warriors A-Class, Mofleur, Victor, Boosted, 728 GT, CMD, Sam 50, and Boxy Luxury. Okay, so ZR1 motor blew up. You saw it. There is no other way of putting it. It blew up. After tearing it down, you saw the piston. It was pretty damaged. It was burned. So I've never seen a Coyote burn up that bad. So a lot of people in the LS world, but again, guys, I'm not in the LS world, so I don't necessarily know what can cause that. Right? A lot of people say, oh, it's a bad tune. Well, theoretically, you should have done it on multiple cylinders if it was a bad tune, so I don't blame the tune for that. I think it was just a perfect storm of bullshit that made it all happen. Now, only yesterday, I think I found a smoking gun, and I'm not going to get into it too much, but the reaction to the blown Corvette motor has been extremely interesting. In the aftermarket or the tuning world, a lot of people like to suggest things they've never done. I've seen in my comment section, and if you look at the comment section, I'm going to go there real quick. It's a 2-day-old video, and it has 200 something comments. And I'm like, how does that happen? How do you get 200 comments in a 2-day-old video when other videos barely touch 100, 150? Like all the videos here, look at, I'll show you real quick. Look at the screen. I have on the right, I have 246 comments on that video, and it was 2 days old. 150 on the section hey, and 195. Like nothing reaches 200 for a very long time, if at all. 238 was the 6R80 cold air intake test. That's the last time that one, but we're already over that, and it's a 2-day-old video. So a lot of people are probably in there going, okay, in the LS world, this is what's normal. This is what's not normal. I have found out that the LS itself, the LS9, is specific. I didn't know that it had a certain amount of holes on the crank. So if I was to change to a 5.3, which a lot of you suggested, or any other kind of setup, if I go with a different crank, which those motors would come with, I would have to get a brand new clutch. So that is a non-starter. A lot of people are like, well, you can just sleeve one. I don't know that. Like, I don't know if a machine shop is willing to back a motor that they only sleeve one cylinder in, install 7 used cylinders and 7 used pistons, and then install 8 used pistons, because I'd be getting a replacement piston. So I don't know if they're willing to back that. And to be honest with you, if I was a machine shop, I'd go, wait a minute, you want me to sleeve one sleeve and then re-ring, re-bearing, rebuild an LS9, and then you want me to back it? Like, they'd probably go, no, we want to make sure everything is good, so they probably want a little more meat on the bone, and I totally understand that. And then a lot of other people were saying, get a 420 this and a that, and to make this a 360 something and change. And I'm like, so this is what I do. I slow down, and I start going, okay, this person suggested I should do this. Let me see what they've done in their life. Nothing. I go, wait a minute. Why are you suggesting I do a 400 cubic inch this, a this or that, a dart this, a that, port this, port that, and I go on your profile, and there is nothing like that. Hell, you don't even have a ZR1. And I went, oh, it's just like the Coyote world. A lot of people in the Coyote world will suggest something they've never done as your next move. I've never built an NA Coyote, but you should do this. I've never gone 9s or 8s, but this is the way to do it. And when I see that based on my experience, because I've done that, I go, no, these guys are all wrong. So when I simply spit out, general knowledge on Gen 2 stuff, it's easy to go Gen 2, turbo, fuel, good to go. No one believes it. And then you go, I'm like, I've done it. I tune it. I do it every day. So I'm kind of blown away that in the LS world, because there's more variables, there's more engines, choices, more manufacturers, more people doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Everyone and their mother that read Hot Rod magazine, a Carcraft magazine, watched Engine Power on their favorite show or whatever, they're like, well, this is what you should do. If I'm gonna do something to this car, is get an LS9. It's get a new LS9, but therein lies a completely different issue. So the LS9 that I have currently looks to have one bad piston, one bad cylinder. Okay, do I fix that? How much does it cost to fix that? How much does it cost to rebuild that? And then whatever it costs to rebuild and fix that, I'm back at square one. I'm back at a month ago with high IAT issues, not so great drivability, and still having to upgrade the cooling on this car to have it be livable. See, a lot of people don't live in Florida or even in the southern states. It is different down here. You don't even understand. You're driving in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Ohio, California, where at nighttime it's down to 60, 55. Then in the daytime, it might hit a high of 100 for a little bit, but then it comes right back down. So you can drive your Corvette a little bit and not have issues. In Florida, it is 90 static for 6 months. And it's not a hot 90. It's a muggy, wet, gross 90. Where you breathe in literally water all the time. So a lot of people go, I've never seen this issue before. And then I look up where they live, Indiana. I look up where they live, Buffalo, New York. I look up where they live, New Hampshire. I'm like, okay, you don't live in Florida. Bring your car, anybody that races anywhere, bring it to Florida and have the car perform in Florida, South Florida specifically, because once you get above Vero, the weather's different. It just is. We're tropical down in this motherfucker. A lot of people don't understand that. They just think, oh, it's Florida. It's no big deal. It's a huge deal. A lot of people that move here, when they get here and it's summertime, they go, fuck. Now I understand what they're talking about. So I appreciate everyone that has reached out. I appreciate everyone that has said, hey, you should do this, you should do that. But again, if you haven't done it, no offense, don't suggest me doing something you haven't done already. Just because you read it somewhere, just because you have a magazine, and in theory, this stroker should be silly. No. Honestly, I think this should have an LS9 in it. A lot of you psychos are sending me Coyote swap stuff. Guys, do you know what's involved to Coyote swap this thing? Would it be cool? Abso-fucking-lutely. Knowing what I know about Coyote engines, it would be so freaking cool to Coyote swap this thing. But I know what it costs. I know what the hardships are. Fitment, transmission to motor. There is no place that sells a bell housing that has a torque to bolt pattern to a modular bolt pattern. Because if they did, I'd look at it a little more seriously, or I'd have it custom made. And that sounds like an expensive nightmare. But let's go down that rabbit hole. Let's talk theory. If I was to put a Coyote in this thing, would it immediately cure all the issues this car had before it blew up? Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. IAT issues? Non-existent. Non-existent. The Ford intercooling on the aftermarket blowers is light years above what Chevy has. And a lot of people that have hit me up about CTSVs, ZL1s, and they're like, Alex, bro, you're right. Bro, these things, you think IAT issues are a problem with the ZR1. The CTS is going to have the same issue. The ZL1 is going to have the same issue. You're going to have the same issue with everything. They're just hot. And I'm like, okay, why is that? Why does GM have issue with intercooling with the aftermarket stuff? Now, Chevy does not really fuck with the aftermarket heavy on the blower stuff, whereas Ford does. I've had an E-Force. The Lunds have a Whipple. I've had an ESS. I've had a VMP Gen 3, and I've had a Whipple 4.5. And the only time I had IAT issues in the 4.5 was when I had 30 pounds of boost, but the thing went 8.1 at 170 or 169. So it was making north of 1,200 horsepower. This Corvette was barely making 750, and IATs were through the roof. So I think a lot of people are trying to help, and I appreciate that very much. In the LS world, I'm sure there's people that want me to get in there and do what LS guys do. I have no interest really in delving into the plethora of different engine combinations that are available out there. This thing is going to get an LS9, but it's going to be very expensive. It's going to be very time consuming. Can a machine shop rebuild it, sleeve one cylinder, and still back their product? Or should I just shelve it? Wait and wait. And if a brand new 0 mile, because they're out there, you just got to look, LS9 shows up, I can just buy it for 12 grand, throw it in, cam it, get a lid, work on the intercooler system, and then be back at 750, maybe 800 with a cam. With I'm not running an ethanol blend. I'm done. I don't believe in ethanol blends. I don't believe in E50 tunes. I don't believe in using the flex fuel. I don't believe in it. I don't care. Not that I had a bad issue. I just like a dedicated fucking tune. In my mind, it makes sense. E85. I don't want the thing blending. I don't want the thing guessing at spark. I don't want no. I want, this is what I set it to. This is what it's always going to see. It's not going to see any more or any less based on the fuel that's in it. Pump gas, 17 degrees. Ethanol, 22 degrees. And be done with it. And that's what I like. Dedicated fuel tunes. I'm not a fan of flex tunes. Even though Chevy has a flex fuel sensor and it works supposedly well, you just haven't sold me on it. So, unless you've run the product or done the changes, please don't suggest something if you haven't gone quicker than 12. I understand you read a lot of things, and in theory, if you don't put it to application, I can't take you that serious. Also, a lot of you guys are being a little goofy and weird going in on LMP. I get it. You guys saw that they had it last. You guys saw that they worked on it. You guys saw that they dynoed it, even if there was down a little bit on a leak down situation. Again, I wasn't there, but I don't think it's a direct correlation. I had it for 2 weeks, and why did I drive it slowly? To break in the clutch. But then I was thinking, well, the clutch was already broken in once they went on the dyno, so I'm like, okay. But I still went nice and easy to get used to it. Then on the first hit, IATs were already high, so tomorrow's video might explain exactly why the IATs were high. But again, thank you for the people that suggested stuff, but unless you actually did it, I'm not even going to reply or take you seriously. And get off of LMP's ass, okay? I'm not out there looking for money. I'm not out there looking to cast aspersions. If I had an issue with their stuff, because I pulled the tune, I look at it. And I'm like, it's not out of the realm of possibility that this is where it should be. This didn't cause one piston to burn up. I'm sure it was a perfect storm of bullshit. So please get off their ass. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you people? A lot of you guys go in the comments and don't know shit and stir something up. Now, when it comes to Wonderfuck, absolutely. You can go in on him all the fucking time because I gave him the benefit of the doubt, waited weeks and weeks and weeks before I said anything. And once I saw that he was not going to give me a fucking dime, I went in hardcore. Don Hill says, catching up with the ship, but no snowflakes. Appreciate you saying as you see it. And Nick Rogers says, won't let me send 10 lies. If you have 10, it'll let you send 10. You are lying, but I appreciate that very much. Sounds like the ZR1 content is a gold mine. It really is, because a lot of people are interested in what I'm going to do. They think I'm going to put a 400 plus cubic inch Billy badass thing in it. You don't understand, guys. That's 20 grand. If you take this motor, send it out, sleeve it, 10-to-1 pistons, bore them all over, by the time I send it out, machine shop work, pistons, assembly, and whatever associated parts, over 10 grand. So if I'm going to spend 10 grand on rebuilding my LS9, I would rather spend $2,000 more and get a brand new 0 mile LS9. For out of an old plumber van, shit, I had dudes messaging me asking if I would drop LMP. Like, what the fuck? LMP didn't cause the issue. Bro, people are... I get it, and I appreciate you're on my side, but I'm not looking for an op, and LMP has done nothing but right by us. Like, the Amri should not be on LMP's ass at all. Chris Rock says, how much of a rack of ribs? Let me get one rib. I'm glad that you got that reference very much. Texas Speed 416 Forge LS3. Do you know how many people messaged me that? They messaged me on Instagram. They messaged me on Facebook. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm like, what I'm going to do is either save up for a brand new LS9 or rebuild this one. So when's the Texas Speed sponsorship coming? Those IATs remind me of my Gen 3 Coyote Roush blower. Exactly. I rarely ever drive my 19 during the season. It's hot as fuck in Southwest Florida. Muggy ass swamp at 90. Ryan Salcido. Everyone is a YouTube mechanic nowadays. Hate working on equipment for a customer, and then they try to say, oh, well, I saw on YouTube or Reddit somewhere. Sorry about the ZR1, Theo, Alex. I appreciate that. I'm not sad about it. You know what I'm doing? I'm learning. Now, knowing what I know now, the motor should have come out a different way. Knowing what I know now, I should have taken out the radiator. I should have taken all that stuff out. But what scared me is the amount of lines this fucking thing has. It is ridiculous. This thing has so many just lines of and I'm like, I already lost. I don't know what bolts go to where. I thought I had the bolts in nice little sections, Ziploc bags. I am now like, I don't know what the fuck. So I'm gonna have to go back there and inventory everything if I remember what's what. So in hindsight, I should have pulled a radiator, but then there's the goddamn AC condenser right there. So I'm not gonna discharge that stuff so that I can get to that stupid rack, the power steering rack. And then I can undo those bolts, lift it, and bring it forward. But I didn't. And I think in hindsight, I should have, just to get that sucker out of the way. Someone paid $50 and said ZR1 support. Tony the truck guy. My goodness, thank you very much. They brought up the low compression on a cylinder. Why would people blame them? I get that. But that's not the cylinder that went. You understand, Rich 50? The cylinder that went was next to it. So the number 8 is passenger side rear, closest to the firewall. The one that went was right in front of that. So even if it had not low compression, a leak down failure, probably rings. Actually, that probably saved it. That probably got hot and it sealed up. But the one in front of it cooked as opposed to the one behind it. The new video that I'm going to drop tomorrow, I spun the motor over, dropped the piston in there, and I'm really going to show you the carnage in there because it might be salvageable because it's within the sleeve. It's not into the block, but it's still sketch. You know what I'm saying? Leave LMP alone. On my LSA build, I went with a Synergy brick, oversized heat exchanger, and an ice tank. IATs still suck in Oklahoma summer. That right there, bootlegger, is my conundrum. Do I spend 12 grand for a brand new motor, then potentially $3,500 to $4,000 on ice tank, lines, labor, lids, and heat exchanger, only to have 140 IATs in Florida? Please listen. This thing in Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Kansas, California, no problem. I wouldn't even think of fucking with the IAT stuff. In Florida, in the summer, bro, cruising down the highway, normal IATs were 150. It's stupid. It's just really, really hot. Thought that a new Edge Coyote swap with a VMT lower intake. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I don't know why you're talking about that. Yeah, respect to Alice, respect to LMP. You guys don't understand. LMP helped me out. They gave me a break on the clutch. They gave me a break on the labor, right? So I'm not going to sit here and let you guys bash these fucking dudes when they probably like, what the fuck did we do? We thought we've done this before. It made good power. What the fuck? Like, just get off their ass. Flex is for stock cruisers. Once I have thousands, if not into something, I'm not relying on a blend. Exactly, Ugly Duck Garage. Now, I get it. The flex fuel logic generally works well. But when I see like your favorite LS builder, name who, gets it on a dyno and it goes, it's on pump gas, it made this. Throws E85 in it. It's on E50, it made this. I'm like, bro, this thing's an aggressive thing. Drain all the fuel, put E85 in it, set the stoic in the tune to E85, and run it on E85. And if you want to make a flex tune, cool. But don't say, oh, we're gonna go E20, E30, E50, E40, E60, E7. No, let's stop that. Please stop that, Chevy guys. Pump gas made 600. Okay, let's change the pulley size. E85. Shh. Here you go. Oh, by the way, we're going to finish it up with a flex tune. Flex logic is on. Don't add any timing and send it. Hey, if you're on a blend, it's not going to see more than 19 degrees. On the E85 tune, I'm commanding 23. On the pump gas tune, I'm commanding 16. But the Chevy guys are doing this live on the flex logic. And I'm like, I'm not a fan. That's convenient to me. That's not something I should rely on an 8, 9, 1,000 horsepower setup. So that's why I think the flex stuff that people are chasing is crazy talk. You will see more issues if it learned it incorrectly. Let's say you get a bunch of water in your shit and it skews the ethanol percentage, even though there's a flex fuel sensor sensing it, and it's like, well, There's no water sensor in that bitch. So I'm not a fan of relying on flex logic on a 700 plus horsepower car. No way. If I'm tuning in on E85, it's a E85 tune, no flex logic. Fuck all that. New Motor Fun 10 works exactly. Trump 2024. Shit, you could buy a nice Gen 2 for 20 grand. Exactly. Imagine I'm into this car to be back at square one for $13,000. I had almost 9 second, a 10.7 second Fox body that cost me half of that. Ziploc bags for the bolts. Yeah, good luck with that. Like, you think I'm going to sit there and start cataloging shit when I'm slamming shit apart? Tomorrow, I'll get some Ziploc bags. I'll go there and I'll go, I think these are for the rack. I think these are for the intercooler. I think these are for the... I'll make it a roller again. I'll get it back on the ground, get the tie rods in it, get the steering rack right back in it, start finding the bolts. Okay, this is the this is the that. There is so many ground straps on this fucking thing. It's not even funny. Fix it, sell it. That's really stupid. K5OHS, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So let me fix it so I can not only lose $15,000, but then lose another 10. That's really smart. Let me throw 15 in it, get it running peachy, sell it for 55. Oh shit, I lost $10,000 on top of that. That's super smart, insanely smart. Yeah, Florida heat is different. Been there for 4 months. It feels like the devil's ass. Will a bigger supercharger help with IATs? What do you mean bigger? Like a 2650? I think at the end of the day, if the rotors are spinning slower and look, I think you need to pass air through the engine, so a cam, and a bigger blower might help, but I'm not going to throw a 2650 in it to help with IATs. Like, let's be honest. If I was going to buy a brand new LS9, I would sell everything. And that's the other thing. I've asked people, hey, so how much is this thing worth as is? Because a lot of people are saying, no big deal. Right? Alex, that's no big deal. It's just a sleeve and a piston. Okay, so then when I say, well, what's it worth? They go like, $500. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just said it's not a big deal. You just said it's an LS9. The damage is not a big deal. So you're offering me $500 for an LS9 long block? This is, I've heard ranges from 1,000 to 3,200 for the long block. And I'm like, well, then I'd have to potentially get okay, let's say if I was to sell everything and just recoup some money. The blower's worth $3,000. It's an export 2,300. Well, let's say $2,800 because the rotors look a little scuffed, but they're not rubbing. And the long block, I could probably get in my pocket $5,000. Oh, and the RPS clutch, probably another $1,500 because it's $3,000 brand new. So basically, I can in my pocket have $6,500. But then I have a Corvette with no engine in it, just sitting there. But again, what I could do is mothball it, keep it there. When an LS9 becomes available in a long block, put it in. Find a blower, put it in, send it to Greg. I could do that, and it doesn't have to be right now. It could be a long-term project, and short-term, I can get some money in my pocket because it blew up. So we'll see. Just say F it, Hellcat swap it. Hell no, Hellcat swap it. That won't fit. Nothing will fit in there. Just got my 93 and 85 Lund 2. 93 is awesome, but about to go E85 soon. Ken Bell and the Coyote comparable to a ZR1 IAT issues? I don't know. I haven't really owned the only Kenne Bell blowers I've driven are on GT500s that are 4 liter. And those are really hot. Super hot. Roush F150 says, versus the world says, my Roush in traffic stays between 120 and 130. On runs, it goes from like 120 to 135. When does it cut power at what temp? I think at 130, 140, Roush really pulls back the timing. Stop it for what? It works. Stop what for what it works. How's the new non-pink chair? It's a little leathery sounding, but it doesn't squeak no more, so that's good. For the smoke alarm fund 313 Mike, you're in a tough spot. Spend all that money to get back to square one. Is the juice worth the squeeze? It's only worth the squeeze, Nick Perry, if I want to document the process. But you know how I can really piss people off with this car? Is to small block Ford swap it, which is dumb. But let's be honest. A small block Ford is just as expensive. An LS9, fully built, like brand new LS9, 12 grand. throw a cam in it, blah, blah, blah. So you're into it for 15 grand. What is a Billy Badass dart block, small block Ford with the 26 fit? It's going to be 20 grand. It's just crazy money. 801 horsepower, 669, 14 pounds, ported, 103 throttle body. But Alex, why did my Flex View tune lose to an E85 tune? Ass mentality. But Alex, I'm running Sunoco E30R. In my mind, Flex Logic can only pull so much timing. What about all the boost? No, it's an addition. So all things boost. The way Flex Tune Logic works on from what I understand it on the Chevy side of things is spark versus percentage of ethanol. So there's a, let me read the email that I got because I wanted an explanation. So let me read the email so that you guys can, because I have a lot of people that hit me up and I trust them. I definitely trust them. So somebody explained to me what the Flex Field Tune does in terms of how it works. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Wow. So just bear with me. I'm going to find the section right here. Okay. So the main spark tables, then anything over 50% ethanol would command. Okay. So let's say you set a base spark table of like 19 degrees at wide open throttle. And then the main spark table, on the main spark table. So that's the low octane spark table and then the high octane spark table. Chevy has multiple, but let's just use those two as an example. And then anything over 50% ethanol content would command 75% of the up to whatever spark adder you put in there in the flex table. And over 80% would get the full amount of spark, which would come in at around, 20, let's say you had 18 and then you added 7 or 8, then you would have a total of 25 or 24 degrees. And it'll see about 24 degrees depending on how it was commanded. So 18 plus 7. I'm sorry, 18 plus 6, right? So 18 plus 6, and it's a percentage of spark per ethanol content. So that's when the sensor picks up whatever ethanol content. A couple of things is I don't know what it learned. There's no real-time data unless I'm logging it constantly. And, that's one of those things where I fucked up. I should have been logging it. I did the cardinal sin of not logging a car during a small pull, but it wasn't like a crazy pull. It was a 2-3, and in the middle of 3, it popped. So it was either hurt already. I don't know. People don't got the money to drop on port injection on LT or LS. I have a Flex on my GA, but I also test the 85 on the site before I fill the car. Also not boosted yet, so either not really an issue. Gotcha. Car Enthusiast says, saw the ZR1 video and it broke my heart. Educate me. But would a Cont ported not pulley down blower E85 do better with IATs? Then you're not really taking advantage of the port. You might as well just put a stock blower on there. It's so funny seeing LS cars posted online. Made 970 horsepower on E72, which is, if you know tuning, that last made 970 on E72 is like, to me, it's cringy. LS guys are like, what's the problem? Because you guys are living off of the same AP Tuners fucking forum tune for the last 10 years. But I don't trust that these sensors and the how the data is interpolated by the sensor to the tune is proper, let's just say. I just think some of these bottom ends are so robust that they lived through the shitty tuning. Mine was either hurt or, again, tomorrow's video, I promise you guys, will make sense. I promise you. I just don't want to give it away. I am trying to get every dime of content out of this thing because I need every dime of content out of this thing. Curious if the Corvette engine bay is super sealed to aerodynamics. Would hood extractors or more radiators help to do anything? It has fender extractors. It has extraction things underneath it. It's definitely made for optimized airflow on the brake side of things, but not so much, I don't think, on the engine bay side of things. Ziploc bags for floor bolts, table bolts, and wiper cowl bolts. Exactly. Magnet trays. I've done this over 25 years. Cool fucking story. How much is a ZR1 as is? $50,000. I'm not going to lose money on this. I don't give a fuck if the engine is here and 5,000 bolts are all over the place. You want that motherfucker? You give me $50,000 fucking dollars. You think it's too high? Fuck off. Serious. That's it. GT500 and ZR1 are keepers at that point, pretty much. At this point, I'm going to have to keep this car because if I'm already vested and I've taken the motor out, I'm like, it's mine now. And it sucks because I saw the GT500 as a temporary car and the Corvette as a temporary car. Now they're permanent cars, which really sucks. I did not want to keep those cars. That's what I got myself in. An old lady, she's a blog bag. Oh, no, let's see. Florida heat is different just as Tyreek, exactly. You have flex table that is added to the base ignition, so there's a multiplier for the ethanol percentage, so the base timing plus ethanol, I literally just said that. LS9 needs to stay in it. Anything else takes the value of the car. Even if you put an LSR in it, nobody will want it if you ever want to get rid of it. It's almost like you got to return it back to stock. So it's worth more money. And that's exactly the issue with Shelby, guys. Sam, that is exactly the Shelby guy. The Shelby guy doesn't want a modified Shelby. The Shelby guy wants a low mile, they want a virgin car. Man, this thing hasn't even had, I've never been over 3,000 RPMs. That's when it's worth something. Corvette guys, I think, are the same. Oh, is it beautiful and clean? It's mechanically sound. It runs great. Compression on all cylinders. Yeah, but does it have a scratch on the fender? I drive it every day, and it might have regular roll. Oh, I don't want it. If it's got a scratch, you got to take away $20,000. Okay, so you want a stock car. Just say you want a stock car without saying you want a stock car. My God, send the car to Texas. Speed with your credit card taped to the dash. It's only money. Yeah, no, fuck that. Never. Texas Speed, he said. Texas Speed, out of all places. Getting your car called Edgared out by a shop that can't bleed intercooler lines. Here we go. So I did talk to Bledsoe about that. I was like, I didn't build this fucking car. I bought this car. So your boys over there, like, okay. So this is the problem I think a lot of people have. We fuck around. We're here, right? I'm not no one's friend. Like, at the end of the day, I don't know any of you guys. And I love you. I love you that you're here. I love you giving me money. Thanks for the support. I don't know you. So if I bring my car somewhere and you think we're boys and you're just talking shit on it, I'm going to be like, I don't know where that's coming from. Like, shit, So did I like that? No. Did I use that to like fuel some kind of venom? No. But I didn't like it. And I made it known that I didn't like it. So, whatever. Edgared out, they say. I'm like, what color are their ZR1s? Like, I wonder what their mechanics ZR1s look like. I know Alex just bought one, but their mechanics. I'm like, I'm just looking around for your ZR1. Edgared out. It is interesting, but I get it. They're trying to make content, and that's the problem with YouTube. Like, normally people say shit they wouldn't say on YouTube. They just talk shit. I talk shit, but I'll say this to your fucking face. That's the difference. Did take the cylinder head, take an aspirin, downhill daddy. You're probably having a stroke right now. Did take the cylinder out of the driver's side. Core charge on a new long block is $1,200. Maybe with selling outright and paying the fee. What's up, John Lund? How you doing? How much would a new motor be from? Stop telling me to buy a motor from LME or anybody. If I'm going to buy a motor, it'll be from General Motors, a stock fucking LS9. I'm not going to go to LME. LME, you want to sponsor the kid? Take the motor, build it, charge me nothing. That's the only way I'm going to do it. That's the only way I'm going to do it. And then I'll say LME, LME, LME. But until that happens, you ain't going to see me fucking dead spending money on a aftermarket motor. Rami's eye down. What's up, brother? We all know what Ziploc bags are for, not bolts. Definitely stay LS9, Alex. LS9's a good block and a good crank. Beef up the rods and pistons. Beef up the rods and pistons, he says. And can't remember if you did that already or not. You don't have to build it. Still not too late. Go back to stock and sell it. Going back to stock is $15,000. You're not listening. Not listening at all. Coyote Crime Lord, you're not listening. You buy the car, the garage comes with it because you got to search through the whole place to find the bolts. Yeah, no, I know, John. You want me to coyote swap it? Impossible. So get that thought out of your mind. Not gonna happen. One, it won't fit. Two, there's no. I would have to make a custom billet or custom adapter to adapt the Coyote bell housing or modular bell housing to the bolt pattern of the torque tube. No, thank you. I'm good. Because who the fuck's going to do that? Not one, Who the fuck's gonna do that? Who's gonna help me with that? Come on. Where are you? Oh, man. You know, I need to get these things. Is it up here? No. I cannot believe I don't know where that is. You know what? Fuck it. The moment came and went. I can't believe I can't. There, fine.
Not one motherfucker.
Nobody. No support. Do you think I got no support on the Ford side? Could you imagine me having to trust Chevy guys? Bro. Yeah, I would never Coyote swap the ZR1 if you ever plan to resell it. If a Coyote ends up in it, it's guaranteed mine forever. It's guaranteed mine forever now. Well, I don't like the fact that you replaced the motor in it. I'm like, you don't like that I put a new motor in it? Well, no, now it's tainted. It's tainted because it has a new motor in it. Yeah. I'm like, got it. This thing has 60,000 miles, asshole. Yeah, I want the plastic on the seat. Exactly. No problems on the standalone flex fuel tune. We're not talking about that. God damn it. I love how people come in here with their stupid fucking arguments. And even then, I don't trust them. Even then, I don't trust standalone. Standalone. Get the fuck out of here. Collectors in a nutshell shouldn't have a problem selling in Florida. Plenty of Fent dealers. Shelby guys want to know 7 GT500, 3,000 miles and original tires. Who's watching the comedy show, aka presidential debate? I know. I can't believe I almost got 600 people watching me while the presidential debate is going on right now. Yeah, it has to come with the special edition Cyber Gray New Balances. Then you'll get all the money for it. I'm just checking in. Grey Goose fires up tomorrow. Damn, you got the Grey Goose already put back together? Bro, this guy must be hammering away at that car. He just got the motor back last week. Be my friend, Godfather. 620s coming, John. I don't think it'll be 620s, but we'll see. There's a 1,300 horsepower ZR1 with an LSR 2650 faceplated RPM trans, and he hasn't been able to get 85 for it in over a year now. Right? If you have a bone stock, white, 3,000 mile ZR1, you can get more money for that car than a 20,000 mile LSR face-plated dick, ice tanked up, methed up, 1,300 horse, 890 ZR1. Think about that. An 8.9 Z in the quarter mile ZR1 with all the goodies can't get shit to a 3,000 mile white ZR1 stock. Crazy stuff. Are you keeping the LS9 so the car keeps the value? No, I don't care about that. I'm doing it so that I have to do less shit to make it work. Now let's talk in Minecraft. Let's say that I had in the garage a Billy Badass, not even Billy Badass, but a motor, a small block Ford, because it's small, it fits. And I had it already. It didn't cost me any extra money. And I slid that bitch in there and I went, you know what, motherfucker? That shit fits. And I'm going to set a shorty headers. And of course, the tuning is going to be a problem because now I have to find a harness and all this, Holly, whatever. But then, how does it start? Do I have to have the accessories on with one button, then have like a separate button to start the motor? I don't want to go through that wiring mess. So I'm just like, ugh. But if I already had a small enough motor to fit in there and it doesn't cost me more money and it is cheaper and better to get it running with that motor. See, if the Coyote fit, I do it, but I don't think it fits. It's just crazy. Broski, both those cars said keep them. I know, I get it. I'm listening. You aren't stock is the best investment. 7.3 Godzilla swap. I hate to be that guy, but they're only saying Coyote swap because you brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You guys brought it up. You guys bring it up all the time in these stupid freaking reels you sent me on Instagram. I don't bring it up. Hear me out. Nope. Bye. Only way I'd look into a ZR1 is if it was a lottery jackpot was a hit. Okay, I don't know about LT Motors, but don't care. 2JZ swap it for a true meltdown. There is a guy who 2JZ swapped a C6 over in the UAE. I saw that and I went, and it made 600 rear wheel horsepower and it looked good under the hood. And I went, but again, narrow, not that tall, a little long, so I don't know what they did about the rack. So we'll see. I believe Renegade Racing was doing a Coyote Swap C6. No, they're not. That was 4 years ago. They never went through with it. Alex, fuck the Ziploc bags. Label the soundboard instead. So easy. Yeah, it's labeled. Motherfucker, it's labeled. Just, I can't see it because it's like up here. See, look. The soundboard, fuckers. Soundboard is labeled. See? See, it's labeled. And there's different pages. It's different pages. You see, and then you go this. There's another page, another page, another page. So they're labeled. I just can't see. I can't put it right here. It's just that's where I put my elbow, and I don't want to like bump into it. You know. Oh, it's not there. 2 tacos. 80s dick. Oh, that's my favorite.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Didn't you use the plastic bags on Tony for the genetic spread? For $5 per person, saying Coyote Swap, you could afford a 632. It seems like either way, you're spending $10K on the ZR1. Keep it, buy a new stock bear block, send it to the shop. Jake recommend. If it all fails, sell it to him. He won't buy it. He won't buy it. This son of a bitch falls into so much luck. Jake owned Section 8 for a little while. Sold it. Jake owned the car I wanted, which was a Gen 1 twin turbo 6R80 car. Got it for nothing. Sold it. Now another ex-customer is like, hey, you want this 8-second car with a TVS in it? And he's like, all right. So he has been blessed with this luck that people just give him cars for nothing and he flips them. I mean, good for him. Maybe that's where you got a good deal on the ZR1. Previous owner knew the low compression on that cylinder. Dr. Moore, I had it for 2 years. I enjoyed the shit out of it for 2 years. I beat the shit out of it for 2 years. I enjoyed it for 2 years. I dynoed it. I raced it. I fucked around. I had a bunch of fun. The previous owner did not do wrong by me. Stock, then sell it. I'm saving it for the next guy. Van Hammer waiting on standby. You can't replace the block. It's only the ZR1 with those options built on that day. New Balance Life. The recommendations here are incredibly entertaining and give me a headache all at the same time. David Crunkleton in the comment section was like that, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. See, a lot of people have no idea, or maybe they do have an idea, but I don't think they understand. Okay, I have a content inventory. Okay, GT500, I'm literally letting it sit, waiting on a blower. I want to see who jumps in, and if nobody's looking to jump in, it's going to get the 2650 that's in the garage. I have a 2650 waiting for it. So all I have to do is send it to Cont because it has noisy bearings. I have to figure out the intercooler situation. I'm hoping MFP has something, but I haven't heard anything from them in months. So there's nothing I could do about that, right? I want to work with people that I think are good. But if they're not on the ball, then nothing I can do. The ZR1, I could probably make great content out of. But never in my mind did I want to keep that car forever. The moment I took the motor out, I said to myself, it's mine forever. Because in order to sell it, this is what I'm going to hear. Well, I saw the video where you took it out. I don't know what you put in there. It's not numbers matching. You know, so I'm like, yeah, no. Corvette guys, regardless if it's a ZR1 or not, are still homo Corvette guys. A Corvette guy will say, how much you want for the car? I say, give me 42. A ZR1, an LS9, you can build it, cool, whatever. They go, does it have a scratch on it? Does it have like a rock chip? I saw in your video, I zoomed in and there's a tiny rock chip by the driver's side rocker panel. And I'm like, well, get the fuck out of my life. Good morning, good morning. Debate starts in 18 minutes. Gotcha. John off them beans getting that motor in fast. John Lund live streaming on the, yeah, that's going to be fun. I can't watch Kamala's live, don't care. Get Turvey to fabricate the engine bay for the Coyote swap. Who's watching the debate? 1 for yes. Why are you here talking about a debate? 550 watching, 276 likes. Come on, cabrones. Look, I think because if I really wanted to be an asshole, I'd throw a small block Ford in there. But, you know, throw. And guys, it's been 2 days since I took the motor out. It's still early in the game. I'm going to weigh out my options because I don't want to rush into anything. A lot of people are asking questions. You should do this. You should do that. And I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like Rami had trouble selling his Corvette. Listen, Rami has a 1,000 horsepower Corvette. I think it made like 1,200 with some nitrous. It went over 180 or 190 in the half mile. It's a 60 to 130, like a high 3 or a low 4. Could not sell it. It's white. It's built. Badass trans. Badass clutch. Forged line wheels. Aproprovich, whatever the fuck, exhaust. The best of the best. What's the motor company that you guys mentioned earlier? What the fuck's the motor company? The badass LME. Had LME motor in it. Badass. The best of the best shit. Could not sell it. Rami, if you're on the chat, how long were you selling the Corvette for, advertising it, and how many offers did you get? Emmanuel says, I had a 14 GT500 with 39,000 miles, had a brand new long block from Ford. When I tried selling it to Shelby, the nut-huggers kept trying to talk shit on how it wasn't worth $50K. No wonder you fumble over the sound clips. Exactly. We can't read that shit. Exactly. Have we decided what Alex is doing if Trump wins? Yeah, you guys got to decide, because I don't think he's going to win. I think more people are going to physically vote for him, but it's not going to show that in the fucking final tally. It'll be some shenanigans. You'll see. You'll see. Hey, I noticed World Cup Finals announced their roll call this afternoon. Didn't see John Lund. We're not in there. We're not in there. We are not entering anything World Cup. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. We're not going to reconfigure the car to run Street Fighter. The car is now like Warriors legal, and we don't got shit for Warriors. So we're going to stay in our lane, do FL2K, and just do test and tune bullshit. But thank you for checking into it. A company in Miami, Coyote, swapped a Cayman. Believe the cost was close to $100,000. I can imagine it would be up there for the ZR1. No, I wouldn't. Okay. Let's say in Minecraft, I'm able to Coyote swap the ZR1. I have a motor. I already Coyote swapped a GT500. But again, it's a Gen 1, so I didn't have to do any of the wiring or anything, just plug and play. Generally, I have to move a couple of pins around so the OSS reads, and then I have to figure out the whole reverse lockout, or just remove the reverse lockout and not worry about it again. If I was to put a money number on a Coyote swap ZR1, if it fits, I say 20. I'd pay 20 grand. Small block Ford would bring thousands of YouTube money, right? That's the only reason I do it. A small block Ford with some custom headers to fit the stock X pipe, so it's still, fun. It'd be stupid. But again, what are you going to do to tune it? Unless you can use the smart coils and change the firing order in the tune, I don't know. But then it's got drive-by-wire and a whole bunch of other bullshit. But Alex, the numbers won't match anymore. New motor, exactly. Did you figure out the reverse lockout? This is a joke. Don't yell at me. No, I haven't touched the car, honestly, Slow 99. The GT500 in my mind is done. It can go down the quarter mile. The OSS not working, don't care. The reverse lockout, don't care. If I want to drive it on the street, let's say if I register it, yes, then I'll fix everything. The people want to see more Coyote Swap GT500 content. 2650 is the way to go. Damn Slow 99, he ain't your stepdad. It takes a hell of an effort to tear up an LS9. I know that much, says Josh C. Apparently not. I'm a Mustang guy with also new Corvette Z06, Z07. Numbers matching won't mean shit when they're selling it at cash for clunkers. LS coils work on a small block Ford. Yes, but the throttle body? Boy, let me think about that. So the throttle body is the throttle body. It don't care. So if I was to somehow be able to make all the sensors work on a supercharger, the Barrow, the MAP, and the MAF, which is the cold air, if I can make a small block Ford, I'm saying, guys, it has to be a dumb small block Ford. You understand? It has to be dumb with like a hair up 2650, right? That's a good combo, right? Something that makes over, gotta make 1100. I need 85. So that means I need ID 1700s. I need full E85. I need a fuel system. See what I mean? Going down that slippery slope. Admit it, Alex. As much as you hate working on your own cars, you enjoy the process. The ZR1 Teardown was very informative. Let me ask you a question. What did you guys learn in the ZR1 Teardown? Well, I just showed what I saw. So I'm just, putting my thoughts together live. I'm not saying they're, the process. No, I was able to, a lot of people, very keen-eyed viewers were like, look at the rigging. Like a lot of people are like, how are you going to lift the motor out? And I'm like, slings. And they're like, slings? I'm like, yeah, slings. I can move the slings whichever way I want. And they're like, oh, then they saw it and they're like, holy shit. I didn't have to buy this special motor plate, blah, blah. No, slings. Slings actually give you more flexibility than a chain, a hook, and a plate. You have slack. and you're able to kind of maneuver, and you can have different picking points. So what that means is this. You're picking up the motor from the center. You have 2 or 3 points, a triangulated picking point. So now what I do is I have 3 good picking points. I can take a ratchet strap, put it to one of those picking points, and go like this to the motor. I don't have to shake it. I don't have to lift it. I can just ratchet strap it, and the thing went, and it was out of there. So a lot of people are like, well, that looks stupid. I'm like, really? Does it though? Like, if you know rigging enough, you actually have more options rigging with slings than you do with a solid motor plate on a hook and a chain. LME, yeah, exactly. I had a race-proof motorsport build my C6, absolutely awesome experience, 515 wheel horsepower, and it was a blast. Any vet I will own will go there. Repair it, enjoy the process. I would love to see you do it. Well, yeah, look, that's an option because, again, I have time. I can say, okay, let me do research. And it's today in between tunes, like once tuning was finished and I was able to be caught up at about 2:30 or 3, boom, went on the internet and started looking up everything and anything, just a bunch of different options. I have bought already like $1,000 or so worth of equipment to test stuff. Because I want to test things. I'm like psycho like that. I want to get all the information possible, and you will see it in video, but that video is going to be super long. And I'm hoping to make a video that's almost like a movie. In my head, it makes sense. But what I want to do is document the process of rebuilding the Corvette in a very long form way of doing it. So I have to do it properly. I have to get the camera. That is something I have to do a lot of, and it's going to take a long time. Guys, it might take a year, okay? But I'm hoping that the finished product is like an hour-long video. Because I don't want it's like, hey, well, update number 2. I bought an alternate, like Turvey. You know? You're going to end up going, oh, guys, what's up? I bought a new alternator. This is what it looks like. And then next week 2, hey guys, what's up, man? So I took the other head off, and this is what it looks like. And week 3, okay, no, I want one long. I will give you drips and drabs here and there, but I will not just long stroke this fucking thing. I learned I don't want a C6 Corvette as much as I thought I did. Exactly. I would hate to work on a ZR1 in a one-car garage without a lift. Big props for you to doing the work. Everyone said the same thing. They're like, you're doing it on the ground? I'm like, technically it's on quick jacks. But I did it. It took 12 hours. It sounds like a lot, and it was a lot because I've never done it before. Now that I've done it, I go, oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. So tomorrow I'm going to go clean that garage after work. Go there, clean the whole fucking thing, get the Ziploc bags out, and just catalog everything, put the wheels, tie rods, rack back in it, take the radiator out, leave the condenser in, take the fan out if I could so I can have room to look at everything and see what my next moves are. Alex loves his straps. Imagine not using ratchet straps. Shit, 1990s in the junkyard, we use seatbelts, easy out. Don't mess with swapping that vet. Eat the cost of the stock short block, throw a cam in it and send it. Unfortunately, it'll kill the value. I don't care about the value at this point, Jason. Jason, I don't care about the value. It is now mine forever. You want me to throw $15,000 short, okay, $8,000 because short blocks are $8,000 cam to then lose $15,000 by selling it. That's some shitty economics. Alex, what is the sound of Hellcat Trackhawk owners here? Single choker hitch. Hey, there you go. That 2650 would be nasty of a 400 small block Ford. Start a GoFundMe for the ZR1. That's like the douchiest thing you could do. Again, I'm not loaded. I have some money, but I'm not going to throw it all at the ZR1 at the same time. I still want to fuck with the Fairmont. I still have Donnie. I got to put the converter in. No time. Somebody reached out to me today. Like the guy who used to work on my cars before. I'm like, why are you reaching out? Like, I want nothing to do with you, bro. We're good. Like, we're good. I don't have nothing to do with you, bro. Like, it's over. There's no need to talk. Debate is starting in 3 minutes. I'm going to bounce over and watch Kamala get destroyed. Don't get your hopes up. The problem I think is going to happen with that debate is this. Trump is Trump. Trump has an ego as big as this fucking building. And all she has to do is make him defend something, and he will say something stupid instead of sticking to policy. You need to do nothing. Trump can't ignore it. Tell Trump he sucks at golf. Go ahead. Say, you know, your economy handling is as bad as your golf. Loses his fucking mind. Does like short circuits, his brain is gone, and he just goes in and you're Indian and black. What are you today? You know, he'll say something that's stupid. So he needs to stick to policy. He needs to shut the fuck up. But if Kamala's good and she starts saying, you suck at golf and you're a felon, bro. You're a felon. You suck at golf and your ex-wife's a cunt. I could get under his skin, no problem. Yes, as big as a 1-1. Alex, you were surprised that the LS9 had a unique crank flange to the flywheel? You seemed disgusted at my comment mentioning that on the video. I was disgusted because that means that I now have to pony up $3,000 more for a fucking clutch. That's why I was disgusted. I would almost rather, at this point, again, it's 3 days in, sell everything minus the car. Meaning sell the long block, sell the blower, sell the clutch. And if someone gave me $6,000 for everything, see ya. Now I have $6,000 saved up so that I could probably buy, eventually, save up over the course of a couple of months to $12,000, buy a brand spanking new LS9, get a cam, find a stock ass blower. Or do you know how many used 2650s show up on Marketplace? And then just go, whoop. I already got the cold air. I already got the injectors. All I need to make is about 800 and be done with it. So that's probably what I should do. RPS. But then I got to buy a clutch again. Honestly, I'll get a stock clutch. I'll be honest. I'll get a stock clutch. I don't. The RPS trip, cool. Nothing is worth $4,000. That's just stupid. That is just stupid. This is crazy money. Currently running a 2.9 upper, 20% lower. I'm pretty sure I am tuned by Junior at this point. Car rolls out great. Hopefully hitting the track this weekend, depending on weather. Nice to hear, Phil Fez. How big is the building full of 1-1s? Boy, this one's as big as a city block. It's good. It's huge. If Trump wins, you can't shave your head for 6 months. Oh boy, I'm the horseshoe of all horseshoes. I'll look like I'm 100 years old. Damn, I'm late. I'll watch the replay. Take my like. Thank you so much. Trump drop the N-word. Right. Talk about crowd size and he loses his shit. Exactly. Thank you. You get it. You get it. Like, it is so easy to rile up someone with an ego like that. Super easy. Phil Fez on Instagram just started uploading on YouTube with the same name. Nice to see. LS are really easy to build yourself. No, thank you. Part of the ZR1 and you'll make more money than selling it completely. Rami Zaidan, he did it. Rami Zaidan said parting out his ZR1 was more money than selling it as a whole. So how much does a rolling chassis go for? 25? 25, right? 20. So if I need to make up another 12 or 13 to break even, I could probably do it. If it's a 1080, you're a non-driving motherfucker. Aren't Mantic clutches dumb expensive? I couldn't justify that much for a clutch. Me neither. Me neither. I love you. I love the RPS clutch. It felt great. It ain't worth that much money. The engineering in it ain't worth that much money. I'm sorry. It's just not worth it. Like, what's the actual cost of that clutch? $1,100? Does it have to be an LS9 or would you be okay with the 7-liter Z06 engine with rods and pistons and a blower? Stop it, Croak. Stop it. Stop it. This comment is going to get you fucking flamed. Crumbopoulos Michael. Michael Crumbopoulos. Be careful. The internet is going to be like, oh, don't you know that the sleeves are digital? Rami Zaidan. My clutch was $5,500. He has an RPS triple. So stupid. It's like, okay. What is the quickest stick shift ZR1 on the planet? Greg Kong's, right? An 8 what? 8.7? 8.4? Let me see. Let me go. Boy, I could probably build one for like half the cost. Let me see. Greg Kong ZR1 record. $852 at 175. That car probably has 150,000 in it. Dead serious. That car probably has 150,000 in it. So Greg went 6 years ago. So, boy, if I go 8s in the GT500 with a Coyote and a 2650 for half the cost of a ZR1, like it ain't worth it to me. But they're badass roll cars, I guess. An ESS 10R80 car is a badass roll car. Call me crazy. Mr. 8-3 is here. Hey, 8-3, what's up, brother? Who the hell schedules a debate this late at night? Everyone, because the West Coast is also 5 o'clock in the West Coast. Man, he goes overpriced too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think so. The fuck you got? A quad disc Rami Zidon? Probably 8.7. I think it went 8.4. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. My RXT has been a decent clutch for what it is. I have an RXT currently in the GT500. I love it. I haven't raced it, but the way it feels and drives, 10 times better than that piece of shit spec clutch. Shout out to Bondo Bird. He gave it to me for free, but I'm never running that thing again. Considering trading in my 2020 GT10R for an 11-12 GT500, wondering if your opinion is still the same since the GT500 buyer's guide video. I prefer the 11-12 because it has a 373 rear gear if it's a performance package, and you're a TVS throttle body and cold air away from being a 10-second car. Absolutely. Might as well go turbo 400 if the clutch is 5500 alone. I agree, but again, no. If you want badass stick shift stuff, you're gonna pay more money. That's all it is. Car enthusiast laughing my ass off. An LS7 is as expensive, if not more, than an LS9. LS7 is no longer being made by GM, same as the LS9. Great suggestion. For the price of an RPS, those long arm style clutches for Black Magics are much less, usually around $3,000 range. Do you think it'd be better to go long arm instead of RPS? Yes. Are you street driving it though? If you're drag racing, Phil Fez, I think you can go with a long arm style. But again, you're going to be under the car. You got to get used to adjusting it. You got to get used to taking the thing out, adding weight. It's a fucking job. The diaphragm clutches are better because they just kind of like self-adjust based on the wear, and you don't really have to get under it that much, but you give up like that ability to slip the clutch mechanically than to have like a slip mechanism in the pedal. Phil Fez. Currently running a Mantic triple, says Phil Fez. I'd run that triple until it doesn't do any shit anymore, and then you can look into if you're drag racing, a long arm style. They done Poison Trump or something. He looks non-orange. I told you, you'll see. We'll sit on this hill. I'm getting an RPS. Okay. Park the vet, get Donnie blown, get pissing on the internet off with GTLBY, and keep pissing the internet off with GTLBY. GTLB, get the GTLB. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, the GTLB. Gotcha. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good license plate. The GTLB. I like that, Nick Perry. Worst part is I haven't installed it. Damn. Did Texas Speed reach out for free sponsorship? Nope. And I wouldn't take it. I'll be honest with you. If Texas Speed says, hey, Alex, I know you think we suck, and fuck you for that, we're willing to give you a free 10-to-1 compression LSR Texas Speed with the fuck the Dolphins in the blowhole cam. And all we want is just no. Keep that shit. No, thank you. Those self-adjusting diaphragm clutches cause lockout too. I don't know what you're talking about, Joe Swish. I shifted my car at 8,200 RPMs. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, let's do a quick giveaway. So, are we wanting shirts or PMAS stuff? Which one do you guys want? Let me do a quick poll. Let's do a quick poll. Can you do a poll? Start a poll. Shirts, PMAS, because I got the question ready to go. Shirts or PMAS? What giveaway? Shirts, PMAS, and start poll. So you guys, I'm going to give it 10 minutes at 9:19, 9:20. Shirts or PMAS? Let me know what you want. Shirts are easier for me. I can order it from Richmond, USA. You hit me your email. You say what shirt you want, what size, what color, and you know what style, And I can order it and bring it right to your address. I do that right after the show or tomorrow morning, and I ship it from Rich Prince USA right to your fucking house. So that's a lot easier for me. So I already have the answer here. And it's a 2-part question. That's going to be tough, though. It's going to be real tough. So, but it's Star Trek trivia. So polish up Star Trek trivia. It could be movie or the show, The Next Generation. It could be both. So polish up on that. Not the Dolphins. I'm taking LS clutches, Alex. Fuck the meat cam. Currently running on my S550. Texas Speed built Coyote. You can trust them. My GT500. Yeah, right. Didn't a guy go through like 5 of them at TX2K? Like he blew like 3 up. If you had to redo your black car over again, would you still have done a T56 or Caliber Stage 3? T56, because I was racing that car. Street car, MT82. Race car, T56. Thrust beam, Bellax voucher for giveaway. I wish. I want YOLO driving gloves. It's a Dyson sphere. So it's pretty close. It's 61% to 39%. Let me put this up here so you guys can see the results of the poll, so you don't think I'm lying. But you know, if we can get this going. So just to give you, so it's going to be Star Trek: The Next Generation movie. And you want to be real specific? Yeah, Ants 19 Coyote, Star Trek forever. Forever. If you don't like it too fucking bad, get up on game. First Contact. We are referencing the movie First Contact. So go ahead, look up on the internet, First Contact, Star Trek trivia, so you can get ready for the question and go from there. But yeah, someone said, Lord, dropping a like, headed back to beginning, Army FLKA. Thank God they got milk in the back. Bad tune denial. Look, I'm not trying to give anyone smoke. I'm friendly with everybody. I actually, believe it or not, the Corvette was irrelevant on the channel until it blew up. like what a crazy world, right? Did you hear anything positive about, like, in order for me to show you positive things about the ZR1, I would have had to have taken it to the track, raced it, ran a good number, risked breaking the transmission, risked breaking an axle, risked a bunch of stuff. But I did a watt hit. And I think I have do I have the video? I'll post the video. Smoke coming out the bitch. Like, I'm like, second, third, look up, bunch of smoke. And I'm like, yeah, I have it on video. Where the fuck's the camera? Alex, where's the camera? What the fuck? Oh, here it is. Let me see. I think I have the camera here. I just want someone to come and put a battery in me since Turvey is too damn cheap. Says the beeping smoke detector. So let me see. Let me hit play. You unable to read memory card. Oh, that's not good. Let me see if I can get the memory card out. It's easy to figure out an LS9 blown up. Impossible. I think a lot of people are blown away that an LS9 blew up. But then, like, think about it, guys. LS9s blow up. Valves drop, things drop. I mean, anyone that has a built motor a built motor ZR1, why did you get it built? Did you blow it up? All right, so like, it's not impossible. Nothing's impossible. See if I can find the video of that thing blowing up. It's easy to find and figure out. Okay, hold up. Let me watch the movie. Have you figured out what boost application you're going to go with on the Shelby? I want a TVS. I just don't know. I have 3 options. A rear feed VMP, which I'd rather not do because it has a VMP logo on it, but I'll take it out, put a Kong logo on it, and then port it at Kong. But the manifold, you know what would be real cool? And I even thought about this the other day. A 2650 front feed Shelby blower, because it's a Shelby, but it's gay. It's literally, I could probably get a 2650 Shelby blower for what? $1,800? $3,000? Like the whole thing, the whole mechanism, the whole kit, the whole shit. I could say Kong port this, and it'll probably make close to 1,000 with enough boost. And I have an ice tank. I have an inner. I have all that. I have the heat exchanger. I have all the goodies to make it live a long life. You said, what's that smell? Watching the debate tonight. That's because the haters love to see a successful person struggle. I get that, car enthusiast. Looking in the mirror to smoke stream after pull would kill me. Yes, it was demoralizing. Did it actually load? Let me see if I have the. Oh man, the memory card doesn't want to load. Come on, baby. I'm trying to see if I can do it live, but I don't think so. Hey, by the way, this is the great thing about AI. If you go to Grok, remember we I love AI. This is where I end up making the screen grab thing. Basically, I told Grok, show me a 2009, and I misspelled ZR1, ZR1 Corvette with a blown engine. And this is what Grok came up with. What a great tool over on Twitter. And then I said, show me a photo of a confused engine mechanic. Show me, now put a greasy mechanic in that room. Show me a room full of LS motors. And then I said, show me a picture of Kamala kissing Trump. I did a good job. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Look at, they even put the lapel on the dude. I mean, and they even put a black person in the background. I mean, what a wonderful tool AI is. Again, if you're not really keen on the whole AI stuff, you're missing out. I think it's a whole bunch of fun. Off subject, but did you happen to see the ridiculous interview from Gohard from Calvo? Bro was silent the whole time, and the other guy just interrupted Calvo the whole time. No. Why would you think I saw that? Like, out of all things, why would you think I saw that? No way. I'm not looking to watch any of that dude's shit. Where the hell? No, I guess this thing's not working. The SD card. Maybe it's like a conspiracy theory. Like an old SNES cartridge. Let's blow on it. Let me see. No, not working. Okay. Recovery. No, it's not showing up. Okay, well, fuck it. It's not going to work. Screw it. Okay, so let's do Star Trek trivia. We're going to do, what's the poll say? Shirts. Okay, let's just get it over with. Shirts won the poll 61% to 39%. Let's go. Okay. In the movie, Star Trek, First Contact, tell me the date and the name of the ship that went to warp for the first time. The date and the name of the ship. Two-part question. The date of when they first went to warp in First Contact and the name of the ship. I need a two-part answer. Date, name of the ship, Star Trek First Contact, when they first went to warp, and then the, I think, not the Romulans. Fuck no, not the Romulans. The Vulcans found their warp signature and said, oh, you guys ain't fucked up down here. You got warp capability. We're going to introduce you into the Federation of Planets. And then money went away, and it became a New World Order, and there goes everything. Okay, just a memoir. What's the second part? Carter's Gaming. Sorry, Carter's Gaming. Carter's Gaming got it first. See, like, you got to have everything in there. Carter's Gaming. Phoenix, April 5th. Just a memoir said April 5th. And I said it's a two-part question. So Carter's Gaming, congratulations. The Phoenix and the April 5th, someone else was a little more detailed. Jack, April 5th, 2063 in the Phoenix. But Carter's Gaming said Phoenix, April 5th. So you both had the same answer, but you got it first. You're not a member, but I will say that Just a Memoir is a member, but he didn't say the name of the ship. So, Carter's Gaming, you win. So, hit me up at ydbt4life@gmail.com. I will get you a shirt. Pick the shirt out. Even if you have to send a screenshot. Long sleeve, short sleeve, high visibility, hoodie or not. Which print, YDBT, Dolo, or Amri. Please be very specific. So, Carter's Gaming, congratulations on winning the giveaway on Talking Shit Tuesday. Congrats. Someone said it's defiant. A lot of you got it, but man, y'all knew that, huh? They Googled it because let me see. First Contact, warp, movie, ship name. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So look at again, guys. AI. AI overview. I typed in First Contact warp movie ship name. The ship in Star Trek movie First Contact is called the Phoenix. The Phoenix was the first warp-capable ship built by humans and piloted by Zefram Cochrane. And right here it says Cochrane made Earth's first warp flight in April 5th, 2063. If you know how to Google, you can find out how to do anything and everything. I'm blown away that we still have customers that go, "Hey, I got a PO141. Do you know what it is?" And I'm like, "Did you have all of the world's history information at the palm of your hand? Everything that happened ever in history is right here on palm of your hand. And you're asking me what a PO141 is? God damn. 371 watching, 362 like, wow, it dropped off. Everyone went to see Kamala and Trump. It was like 550, then it went, it dropped off the face of the earth. We all got the AI dialed in. Get the leggings, Carter. There's a link as well. Thanks, brother. Phoenix, April 5th, 2016. Google's your friend. Did I win? Bro said the leggings. No, brother. Congratulations, Bryson. Wait, what's going on with the 4-door sleeper with the blown motor? Did you buy it? So that's a great, another thing. I hit up the guy with the blown motor Genesis over in Jacksonville. Okay, there's a blown motor Genesis R-Spec 2012 Hyundai that I wanted to Coyote swap next year sometime, but I wanted to have it, just to have it, before the ZR1 blew up. Actually, no, after the ZR1 blew up. But then I really realized, you know, once I took the ZR1 apart, everything changed. I'm like, oh, shit. What? Big hole in the piston. Whoa. I'm still trying to get this thing to work, but it doesn't want to work. I don't know why. It's crazy that it doesn't want to work. I want to see if I can see why it don't want to work. Let me see. Let me try another. This is like the SD card game shuffle that I play all the time. I have like 15 of these, and like 2 of them work. So that's why a lot of people plug into the N-Gage, or they use the LRX. Let me see. Hey, look at that. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. Camera. Let me see if I can find it. Private. M4 root clip. There we go. Let me see if I can find the picture of the video of it blowing up. It sounded good until it didn't. I'll probably just play the video because I don't want to show you guys. Let me see. Is this it? Oh,
check.
Poor Alex. Poor Alex. Blowing shit up. I'm not sure. I should have the windows up or down for this draggy test. Down, so you can hear it, but I don't know if it's gonna jack up the sound. This is the official. Okay, the sound you're hearing is the last time the Corvette went wide open throttle. He's gonna go flying. There's gonna be rags and shit flying back there. So I found a road in Mexico. It's like the coast is clear. Sounded good till it didn't. And right there, I'm looking back, and there is just a shitload of smoke. Let me see if I fast forward to the smoke. It sounded good. Let me see if I can find a chunk of area. I'm like, well, that thing stinks. I'm like, that thing blew up. Live. Check it. Not doing good. Probably hurt. So I'm gonna limp it back home. Because I have video of it blowing up, but I haven't posted it because, you know, no DTCs. Let me put that. What do you think about having an N-Gage? It had misfires and shit, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And then you can see like a trail of smoke. There it is. Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. It did sound good. Check it out. This is me looking at the N-Gage when it happened, right? Because I have video, I just haven't posted it. Because, you know, I'm sad about it. Seriously, cover the chat. And look at the back. Look at the smoke. Look at the amount of smoke that's coming on my window. Look at that. That's a lot. Oh, it's smoking pretty good. I blew it up. You know, that's the most calm. And it was idling good, right? Listen how it idles. Settings, cataloging. No. It's codes, read codes. It's not happy. So it's like in failsafe. Yeah. And I had to limp it back home like that. Oh yeah, I think it blew up. There's a lot of smoke. Look, if you look back here, guys. If you look back here by the spoiler, there is a shitload of smoke. I'm gonna get underneath the hood and see. Because it looks like it blew up. Oh, poor car. You know, what are you going to do? I'll probably post that video another time. Maybe like in that hour-long, the hour-long video that I want to do. I have it saved. It's here, you know, so I can then say, recently, you know, the day it died, I can commemorate the day the Corvette died, and then maybe some kind of resurrection like the Phoenix, and, you know, see if I could, you know, make lemonade out of lemons, because look, at this point, the car is actually making me money. Remember, it was gone for months, and it wasn't making me a dime. Now that I got it back, it blew up. Now it's making me money. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? Motherfucker sounds like it's a clap 5.3 with a bad lifter. That was a confused ass phase. I love the subtle. It probably blew it up. Yeah, like I was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Up, blew it up. Blew it up. Odd question, but if I wanted to view a log in HP tuners, would an engaged log a Mega Squirt 3? What the fuck? Did you think tuning the ZR1 a little fatter would have saved the motor? I don't know that it was lean, ESS 10 speed. I don't know that it was lean. I've always had it at 0.77 lambda, which is like high 10s. That's safe. High 10s is safe. I didn't data log it, so I didn't see what happened. That was my mistake. I should have data logged it. I swapped the LS3 TSP 416 swap with the Pro Charger, blew mine up similar to yours. I have 3 tabs open, one for your stream, one for debate, and one for the hub. Good for you. You blew up the card but forgot to shove the folded cardboard to hold it in. Home now, catch the rest of it later. Watching the show, also tune into the debate. How's it going? Let me see what the lunge are saying. We got 5 minutes left. Let's see what the lunge are saying about the debate because they're watching. You taste pennies yet? Whoa, what's happening? Taste pennies yet? Let the show begin. Here. She's not even answering. Starting off horrible. I'm preserving the brain cells. I'll cast my vote. Nothing. Haha. He's back. Who's back? Like, she knows what quantum computing is. Exactly. She's like the... Oh, I almost said something that probably shouldn't have been said. But there. Just making sure, you know. Ramsey Carter. Okay, you hit me up. Awesome. You hit me up on the shirt, so I'll get you that shirt ASAP. You should have added the sad trombone sound. Where is it? Sad fail horn. This one. So a R-Spec Genesis with an exhaust the other day, and it sounded beautiful. R-Spec sound pretty good. ZR1 has the kill the mosquitoes tune for sure. Alex is the only guy I know that can humbly laugh at himself. Look, I've blown stuff up. Not like that. But I got it home, and I was happy that I got it home. It started, and I'm like, okay, I know I blew it up, so I got to figure it out. And then once I did a boroscope and did a compression test, I'm like, it's down on a cylinder. Let's take it out. So let's start making money on it. Let's start putting content out. Let's start showing the people. So maybe some people don't like the fact that I'm showing this stuff, but I'm sorry. I got to start making money at this point. I got to start making money so this thing can pay me back so that I can fix it. I can't just sit there humbly quiet protecting other people. I have to make money. That's the name of the game. So I'm going to show everything, but I didn't blame anyone for anything. Y'all fucking going crazy in the comments, but I tell people not to even read the comments. Who gives a shit? The thing is, fix it. Find a reputable place to fix it if I'm going to fix it. If not, sell it. Sell the long block with the clutch. Try to get as much money as possible. Somebody out there right now, listen up. There is an LS9 in my garage with a burnt cylinder and a sleeve that looks to be repairable with an RPS clutch attached to it. If you give me $6,000, it's gone. Clutch and long block. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, well, go ahead and buy yourself an RPS clutch. Go yourself and find a rebuildable core LS9. Let me know how much you're going to pay at like a Copart or something like that. There's a short block on eBay. No heads, no nothing. Short block for $8,000, and you don't know if that's good or not. So you know you got to rebuild this guy. You know you got to put a sleeve in it, get some set of stock pistons. You already have an RPS dual in it, $6,000. Come here, don't even ask me a question, don't even tell me your name, hand me cash, and get the fuck out of my life. And then I can go, okay, I got $6,000 laying around. Let me see if I can save up for a new LS9, or if I can make something happen with a short block and cylinder heads and cam, because I have some people that are hitting me up that they're like, hey, I have some stuff, but obviously I got to get this much for it because it cost me this much. So if you're willing to party, I'm like, okay, I got the money, but I don't want to dump it all right now. I gotta recoup. And again, it's only day 3 really, or 2 days since I took the motor out. What did I just run in though? Trump used, what did it run though? It ran a 620. Is it in the phone? Oh, the phone broke. The phone broke. Yeah, it's on the phone. I did draggy it, but the phone broke, and I had to get this brand new phone. Dang, I did have a draggy in it. Mike H doesn't work 40-hour week. No wonder he has time to check it out. Dang, I hope my 408 doesn't do that. You never know what happened with the Genesis. You never said what happened with the Genesis Sleeper. Sorry. So I hit him up. He's like, I'm a truck driver. I'm on the road, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. I want Joe to go look at it. Never hit me up. I have a guy local that's willing to drive there and look at it. I don't got no one available. I'm like, all right, well, In 3 months, I'm going to hit him up again, and I'm going to say $2,500 sight unseen. I go get it. Alex, the real YouTuber now, not only missing the thumbnail with the "my car blew up." That'll be soon. Windsor with Cleveland Heads versus LS. How much power was your motor making? 750. At least the GT500 blew up. You had a girlfriend. This one hurts a little more. I didn't have a girlfriend when I blew it up. I didn't. Did you get the intercooler deleter tune deal? You still swimming in Toto? No. I got hopefuls, but no one's coming through. They're all bullshit. They're all wanting to be wined and dined. At this point, nah. You getting dick and that's it. And beep and smoke detector come in with cash. Take the motor as is. Cue Canelo clip. The moment you give me $6,000, you go.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because
Don't talk to me.
I'm gonna fuck you out right now.
Here's your LS9 long block with an RPS clutch attached to it. Throw it in the back of your rig. Get out of my fucking shit. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the debate. Hopefully Trump doesn't fall into the trap, but I don't trust that he won't. And again, I don't think he's going to win. I want him to win, but I don't think he's going to win. So I guarantee by the time November comes around, I'm going to be right on that. And again, thank you guys for watching. I tried to give you guys an update on everything that's happening. Pete, go in the comments on that video. Try to suggest more stuff. I'm also going to upload a video tomorrow, a little more in depth. I actually moved the block around, show you an in-depth, sleeve situation, talk a little bit more about what my options are, and then I'll just kind of keep it going, get content going so that eventually I can figure out what to do with the ZR1. A lot of you guys want me to Coyote swap it. That's not going to happen. It is a crazy engineering feat that I'm not looking to get into. I have no support for that, and probably more expensive than shoving an LS9 in there and then calling it a day. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the debate. I'll see you guys on Thursday for YDBT Daily. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys later. Bye.